All right, let's see what's going on in your energy. All right, for the ones that just tuned in, my name is Ari, the Healing Empress, aka the Fly Goddess. All right, hope, resourcefulness. All right, so it could have been something that you was worried about. Don't worry about it. You got prosperity happening, resourcefulness, skill. All right, it's something about what you do. Enlightenment. It's something about what you do that's bringing some sort of abundance, or that's calling in some sort of abundance. What you do is calling in some sort of abundance. All right, intelligence. Intelligence is bringing in something about just who you are. Knowledgeable. Righteousness. Being ordinary. Just a all around good soul is what I'm hearing. Perseverance. Wholeness. Well, damn, isn't your energy just beautiful? All right, it's something about your natural energy. Natural good energy. (757) Virginia, significant for order, harmony. All right, so if something seemed like it was out of whack, something's getting ready to fix itself. If something seemed like it was out of whack, or something just seemed like it was unbalanced. All right, darkness, adversity, sacrifice. I'm hearing you have to sacrifice your old life for your new one. All right, sacrifice your old ways, better things is what I heard. All right, soul, astral, doppelganger. Whoever was wanting to be in your life, wanting to be like you type of energy, this person is overwhelmed because this person tried to take over an energy that was not theirs. All right, yours. People want your blessings, but they don't have the energy to hold anything that God is bringing towards you. All right, prioritize freedom, mental clarity. All right, improvement, happiness is your improvement is getting ready to getting ready to improve. Your happiness is getting ready to improve. Something is getting ready to be approved. Something is getting ready to be approved. Teamwork, unity, collaboration. I heard a yes. There's a yes, whatever that means. All right, underworld, judgment, punishment. You are being tested at this time. I just really feel like it's just a faith thing. All right, power, enchantment, responsibility. Protection, good luck, and magic. Good morning, my love. Hey. All right, punishment is here. All right, so for the people who thought that they were going to come after you, all right, people who thought that they were going to, I don't know, take from you, emotional chaos. Somebody got chaos, dealing with chaos at this time. What's going on, y'all? If y'all are interested in a read, all right, the prices have changed, so let me know if you are interested. All right, unlimited readings have changed. All right, they are $100 a month, so if you are interested in unlimited reads, all right, for the rest of the month, all right, they are $30. All right, in a few days, it's going to be $100. All right, if you're wanting to be a part of the burn and release, those are $20. All right, the reading, those are $25. If you just want to release, all right, then it's $20. All right, depression and darkness. All right, so you can be coming out of a gloomy situation. All right, you gain wisdom when it comes to something, and invention. legislation, literature. All right, you could be doing a lot of reading, or spirit is calling you. All right, it's something that you should be learning, or it's something that you're wanting to learn, and spirit is telling you to go for it. All right, nurturing, self love, and healing. You're at a state right now where you're healing yourself. All right, you're letting go of anything that does not serve you. All right, if anything is not for the purpose of your walk with God, then you're not wanting to do it. All right, duality is here, or duat, should I say? Um, underworld. You're about to be tested. Have strength. All right. So when I feel like you're getting ready to be tested, that means that spirit got something for you. Spirit got something great for you. All right, because spirit is already knowing that you passing with flying colors. All right. So don't even see the test part. Just keep moving forward. All right, and know that whatever it is, you already aced it. All right, and it has everything to you coming, has everything to do with you coming from out a dark stage in your life. All right, darkness, gloom. Somebody could be trying to pull you back in that direction. All right, but of course you're not going backwards. So you already passed. All right, self perseverance, gut instinct. All right, renewal, second chance, a fresh start. Why the fuck would you go backwards? All right, nurturing, self love, healing. All right, somebody wants you to be a slave to their bullshit. I'm gonna take all of them. All right, so stuck in stagnant energy. Somebody wants you to feel stuck at this. Somebody is going to fuck through it. All right, tears, sorrow, rain. All right, pain, emotional calamity, chaos, anxious, overwhelmed, taking on too much, stuck and trapped. If this is your energy, then you also can ground yourself. Go outside, walk in the grass, hug a tree. Affirmations, writing down your thoughts, writing down what it is that you want for your life, not what you don't want. All right, changing for the better, fertility, growth, creativity, and prophecy is here. All right, power, responsibility, documentations. There's some sort of documentations coming your way. All right, you're getting ready to sign something. Boss is here. 44 energy. All right, authority is what I'm hearing. You're getting ready to gain authority over a situation, glory, creation. All right, guidance. Ooh, what you got going on? All right, whatever I feel like something that you got to put your signature on. All right, but it has something to do with wealth. A letter, news, communication, and writing. All right, there's something coming. There's something coming in for you. All right, and it could be happening earlier than you expect. All right, whatever this is going to make you feel whole. Ooh, riches. Motherfucker, yes. Riches. Because as I'm saying, this abundant energy and something that's happening sooner, it's something that you don't see. All right, there's something happening quickly. All right, abundance is on the horizon. I told you, whatever type of obstacles coming your way, I'm telling you, brush that shit off. And just laugh it off, because you know what's on the other side. All right, opportunity, personal power, protection, immortality. All right, you are protected. I'm hearing Anubis. You are somebody trying to attack you using the underworld. You are protected by Anubis. Well, that's fucking goofy. All right, imagine somebody trying to protect you with your own people. That's clown ass energy. All right, present time now and live. Spirit wants you to live in the moments. All right, Spirit wants you to live in the moment at this time. All right, courage. It's a lot of courage here. Something about you just having to have. You've had to have a lot of courage. All right, in the past. All right, dawn, improved happiness, renewal, second chance at a fresh start. Look, let me tell you something. You got a wonderful ass new beginning coming. All right. I don't know if sometimes we don't see shit. All right, but I'm telling you, you got some sort of blissful time coming where you can relax, where you can breathe. You know, you can take that deep sigh. Is what I'm hearing. Dear Spirit, grace and kindness. I can tell by your energy. Very sweet. All right. Very, very sweet energy. Very kind. Very generous. All right. Your energy is like a warm hug. All right. Intelligence. All right. Quick on your feet is what I heard. Coyote spirit. Spider is here. These are all the fucking animals that I swear I just seen. All right. Connection and shadow. I'm hearing that you are connected to the shadows. I just said something about you being connected to Anubis, you being connected to the underworld. So when anybody sends you dark ass entity, dark ass energy, it transmutes automatically. All right, and it's something beautiful for you. All right, responsibility and dedication. B energy. That's also abundant energy as well. All right, then you got told here, listening in secrecy. All right, you are one of them people that you can be trusted. You can be trusted with a secret. God finna give you a secret. All right, nobility, leadership is here. Gorilla mode is what I heard. Unstoppable. All right, independence. All right, psychic powers. Spirit finna start showing you shit. This is why secrecy came out, because spirit talks to you. Spirit trusts you with secrets. All right. When spirit trusts you with secrets, spirit be telling you some shit. You be like, what? You just be knowing shit. All right. You just be knowing. You just be knowing shit. You could be watching the news, and somebody could speak about something. You will know if it's real or if it's fake. You'll know. All right. Beauty and completeness, imagination and emotional memory, joy and companionship. Your energy is just beautiful. All right. I'm sure you have had. Hi, love. How are you? I'm sure that you have had some of the most disgusting people treating you wrong. All right. It usually happens to the people with the good heart. All right. It always happens to the people with a good heart. Spirit is asking you to have patience. Have patience with yourself, like you be having patience with everybody else. All right. Because we be having patience for everybody else but our motherfucking self. Okay? Let's see. Badgers are so cute. A badger. Oh. Butterfly. Transformation is here. Transformation is here. All right. Joy and companionship. Transformation. Something big is getting ready to happen. And I don't know if you know, you probably don't know, because you just go through life. What's going on, Nadia? You just go through life, you know what I'm saying? No nobility, leadership. Keep being you, dear, grace and kindness. That sweet soul is what's bringing something in. It's like you're getting a reward. Yeah, you got people evil eyeing you. You're going to have a lot of people on some white hurt type of energy, but fuck them. All right? Thank you, love. You've been through a lot to where you don't need nobody to tell you what the hell you deserve. You know what you deserve. All right? You got some sort of clear communication coming in. All right? White woman is significant. All right? So, let's see here. Your sibling's partner, your sibling final destination. I keep telling y'all somebody from the past the fuck away. Final destination. I heard final resting place. Got to be more careful. Somebody mad because you know secrets. All right, so you could just be knowing shit. All right, smiling from ear to ear. Something's getting ready to happen. All right, you're getting ready to smile from ear to ear. All right. Let's see. Somebody got a reading on you. Somebody in your motherfucking business. Well, they'll be penalized for being in your business, because that definitely was the last stop. Damn, last stop. That was the last stop. Somebody was reading on you at nighttime. Not somebody in your royal business. All right, somebody could astroplaning. All right, somebody could be trying to invade your dreams, trying to get answers, and they're gonna fuck around and find out. Somebody's having a sit down, meaning spirit is sitting somebody ass the fuck down when it comes to you. All right, bringing abundance that they said that they would. All right, so spirit is bringing you exactly what spirit said they was bringing towards you. Courthouse is here. All right, Aruba. You could be going out of the country. You could be going out of the country. Vacation. All right, something is happening now. All right, so you got things happening now in your life. All right, so I feel like you're aligned because if these things are happening now as we are speaking, then you are aligned for what's coming towards you. Meaning ain't shit stopping you. Nothing is stopping you. All right, read the fine print. All right, look deeper before agreeing. All right, so there could be some sort of agreement or some sort of contract coming your way. All right, multiple streams of income. So whatever this is going to bring you some sort of abundance. All right, a big fish, a major offer with a high reward. All right, financial blessing, unexpected supports or provision. All right, so you got some unexpected money coming from out of the blue. All right, and raise your prices, which is exactly what the fuck I've been doing. All right, your value is higher than what is being offered. Spirit wants that you are more valuable than you know. All right, contracts, agreements, partnerships, deals, collaboration, payment pending. Money is coming, but it's delayed. All right, so Spirit wants you to up your prices. So if you provide a service, Spirit wants you to up your prices. All right, royal inheritance. All right, and use your discernment at this time too. All right, because you got a lot of opportunities coming your way, but Spirit is still wanting you to use your discernment. All right, CEO energy, stepping fully into your authority. All right, so, oh, you got a blessing coming your way that you don't see or you weren't even thinking of at all. Let's see. Let's see what's going on in the love department. Tower moment. This card ain't even supposed to be right here. Tower moment and riches is here. But damn, I was finna do the love. I'm still gonna do it. All right, there's something happening when it comes to true love and money. All right, for a lot of the chosen ones, you are receiving love and money, a love and financial increase. Like God is blessing something. All right, and whether it's the union between yourself and spirit, God is still blessing that. All right, wish fulfillment. All right, blessings and lessons. There's a mature man here. All right, there's a baby here. All right, so this could be a new beginning, ancestors, or somebody's birthing an ancestor. Abundance is here again. All right, fish is here. All right, so somebody on Pisces could be significant. It's safe to love. All right, so whatever's going on in your love life, Spirit said it's safe. All right, two people coming together or two people having the same common goal. All right, reconciliation, coming together strongly. All right, getting rid of unrequited love. All right, anything that does not serve you. All right, very soon. All right, divine feminine. Let's see, main male is here. All right, so let's do the love card. Love card. So somebody coming towards you. I ain't used these in a minute. I haven't used these in a minute. These should be good since I ain't used them. Can I get a window seats? I don't want nobody asking me. I just want a chance to fly. Somebody could be taking a trip. Spirit is saying follow your intuition. All right, and open up your heart. You know exactly who to tell no to. All right. Tell the universe what you want, though. Somebody had to get rid of a gold digger. A gold digger was manifesting something. All right, luck is on your side. Fire sign, gold digger came out again. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. All right, so something about a gold digger, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. All right, somebody could be expecting. All right, pets is here. I'm getting a new pet. All right, somebody is definitely moving on. Moving on from a Aries or moving on with an Aries. All right, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius is here. All right, distance. All right, so whoever was trying to get in the way, a gold digger, is being stopped. Vacation is here and moving on. You could be getting ready to go on vacation as well, or you're getting ready to take some time off. All right, if anybody is wanting a general read, let me know. All right, if you are wanting a love read, let me know. Yes or no's are available as well. Still doing 7-day forecast. If you are interested in a 7-day forecast, all right, those are $20 for a 7-day forecast. All right, let go of control. New love is here. All right, so Spirit saying, keep moving forward. Express your love. Don't be afraid of. A lot of times we've been through shit, like we be having PTSD when it comes to motherfucking life, when it comes to love, hell, even when it comes to motherfucking churn. Okay? What's going on, love? Even when it comes to children. All right? Pay attention to the red flags. Soulmate. Soulmate. All right, let go of control issues. Just let go and let God. All right, nothing has gone wrong. Everything is working out in your favor. Spirit wants you to take your power back. Say, I call back all of my power, known and unknown. All right, I call back all of my power, known and unknown. All right, actions speak louder than words. So just remember when somebody is, when it comes to anything, business, relationship, personal, all right, actions speak louder than words, and Spirit is saying continue to let go of everything that does not serve your purpose, all right, so that you may call in everything that's supposed to be on your path. And that is your read. That was a beautiful read. All right, if you are interested in a reading, all right, the prices have changed, so let me know. You are very welcome, Carolina. You have some beautiful energy. I appreciate it reading for you. Y'all, my throat is hurting. I'm gonna have to take something. Can I get a window seat? Don't want nobody next to me. I just want a chance to fly. All right, does anybody want to take part in the burning and release? All right, burning and release is good for if you're trying to move. All right, that shit worked for me, damn it. I did that burn and release last week. I'm in a whole nother location. All right, I moved 15 hours away. All right, I didn't know how I was going to do nothing, and Spirit made it all available. All right, so if you're thinking about moving, or you're stuck on moving, or job relocation, or whatever it is that you're stuck on, all right, and if you need some help, let me know, all right. The release, the burn and release, helps with evictions as well. People have started dreaming again, all right, unconditional love. People have started dreaming again, all right. So if you like haven't been dreaming and shit like that, mental blocks, all right, let me know. Let me know. All right, I have room for one more read. One more read if anybody is interested. I get a window seats. Don't want nobody next to me. I just want a chance to fly. And a long bye-bye. Whew. All right, does anybody want to read over here on YouTube before I close it? All righty, I will see you guys in a few. If you want a read, just let me know. Hey, girl, I'm finna send you your link right now. All right, girl, I'm tired as hell. I'm gonna come back on here though.